Welcome, fellow Stardust, and thank you for joining me for the continuation of my fourth annual Spooktober Special. And today we are doing another trivia game where you will have a chance to win a prize. And this time, the prize is going to be this decor from Spirit Halloween that is from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So if you'd like a chance to win this prize, go ahead and say you'd like to play in the chat or throw some stardust into the chat, which is a sparkle. Let me go ahead and throw one in there for you now. So if you'd like to play, go ahead and throw some stardust into the chat. And I have some very lovely guests joining me today. Let's see here. Let me get out of this little area here and come back here. So first joining us, we have Triv from Trivial Theater. Hello, Triv, and welcome.
Let's see some more stardust in that chat. We need to get that up.
Yes,
Woohoo!
yes. Welcome, welcome. I love your setup. I always love your Halloween setups. They're so cute.
I even have my foot popcorn.
Yeah, you do. Your foot popcorn. Love it. Yes. And next we have the evil Tyrone from Evil Live. What's up, Tyrone?
Yes. Glad to be here. Glad to be here. Spooktacular. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes. Seems like you have a bit of a cold there.
Well, I had woke up with a red nose this morning, so
Hate when that happens. I hate when
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah.
And last but certainly not least, we have joining us again, Dice Rollen. Dice, welcome, welcome.
As you can tell, I sleep very well,
Yes, love the teeth. They're looking extra sharp today. Love
Yeah.
it.
I gotta file them every once in a while.
I must know
All
your
right.
Oh,
dentist.
fabulous, really nice. Something about Dr. Acula. I don't know.
I like that, Dr. Acula. Okay. Well, we will start the game here at about 7:15. So again, if you would like to play, go ahead and throw some stardust into the chat and I'll add your name to the spreadsheet. That way I can keep track of your scores. But until then, let's go ahead and talk about any recent movies that we've seen that we want to share and have people watch, or a movie that we maybe didn't like that maybe people should avoid.
Ooh.
That's a good
Well,
question.
yeah. Like given your makeup and your whole, dig today. How'd you like the Joker too? Because I loved it.
I know. I'm so upset that I planned to dress up as Joker today and I still haven't seen Folie à Deux yet, the second
Oh.
Joker. I've only been hearing negative things, so I'm glad to hear that you like it because I'm still holding out hope. I just wish that the director was more upfront about it being a musical and
Yes.
um, just was more in line, from what I can hear, was more in line with the first film. I love me a good romance thriller or romance horror. I love in dark movies, so I was looking forward to this relationship. But it just seems like, from what I can hear, from what I've heard, is that it just took a really hard left turn. But we'll see. My fingers, I'm keeping crossed. We'll see.
Oh, yes.
What did you like about it?
I mean, I loved the just how it was shot, the colors that they used, that as far as that direction, the commentary that they had to say, about, like, I feel like the movie, it wasn't perfect, but the acting was good. It was shot well. The music was fine, and just the commentary of what it had to say about, like, society and its expectations, and mental health and stuff like that. So it was like, I feel like if you liked The Village, because I feel like
Mm,
I'm in the same boat with The Village. If you like The Village, you'll probably like Joker too.
okay.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
As soon as it's streaming, I'm gonna watch it for sure.
Yeah.
Soon. Anybody else watch something they like recently?
I just caught an 80s sorority, I guess, horror slasher called Nightmare Sisters. Lots of boobage, but super cute. It's kind of in the same realm as what is it? The not the initiation, things like that, but it runs more funny, very kind of trauma-esque, and it's goofy as all get out, but it kind of falls into that like weird silly 80s slasher. It was right up my alley. So
And it was a first time watch for you too?
yeah. I picked up
Nice.
the movie at a sale, and it's like, hey, we'll check this out, and it was fun. So
There you go. Nice.
Found it at the back of the thrift store.
I
Man,
don't think it was quite behind the curtain, but it was, kind of edging on the curtain.
I have to just beyond the curtain. Yeah,
Yes.
that's probably a movie itself, actually.
Oh. They got beyond the door, so you got to have beyond the curtain, beyond the
Yeah.
window,
Beyond the windowsill,
Yes.
behind the blind. I don't know. Something like that.
But not as far as the blackout curtains, because that would be weird.
It could be. Yep. Never look behind the curtain.
Yes.
Or do. It's up to you. And
Yeah. You take your life in your own hands if you do it, though. So there's no coming back from that.
you will be scarred.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it could be fun.
It could be, yes.
Say a quick hello to the chat here. What's up, Marty? How you doing? Hello.
Yes.
Patrick, I will put you on the roster here. We've got Patrick and Cheetah playing. Awesome. Who else do we got in the house? Box dust count.
Cat dust.
It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't the first Martin Scorsese flick like the first. Right. Joker too. I liked the themes that it put on display. Okay. And I think this was in regards to the movie you were talking about, Tyrone. What might be similar.
Yes. I
Oh,
like that.
I'm not sure. Okay. And Misty, Job, I've got you on the roster. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome.
I did also catch VHS Beyond. That was really quite good. Like, they're all pretty
gosh.
solid entries. So you really can't say that there's a bad. I mean, there's always going to be the stories that are better than the others in amongst them, but overall, yeah, it was a solid effort. So
So good. All the creatures in Beyond were so cool. Loved them
the
all.
stork was insane.
And then the baby human stork, or
Oh, man.
the hybrid. So cute and ugly at the same time.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, any baby or most babies have a face only a mother could love.
Yeah.
Maybe that was just me.
Ugh. How about you guys? Anything that you've watched and liked?
It's been a bit. We've been a little bit distracted by trying to go through the Halloween franchise, the rest of it anyway. So that means I've seen The Curse of Michael Myers twice.
Oh.
Both kinds. So, we'll see about that. Lichen Colony.
Or something you don't like that you want to talk about, that's fine too.
No, that's the Lichen Colony. That's Lichen Colony right there. I watched that through the filter of Rift Tracks, if that gives you any idea.
That helps. That helps a lot. It's like watching Manos.
Yeah, no, don't. Unless you have friends that you want to drag into it, don't do it. Or maybe if you're drunk or high or something like that, then you can do it. Maybe the same could be said for Lichen Colony. Interesting thing. It's like lose a tooth. Oh no. Hard to describe. It's not good at all.
What's the first word of the title you're saying? What colony?
Lichen. Lycan. It's
Like
Lichen Colony.
Yeah, from 2006.
Okay.
You will recognize no one in it. Nobody.
Did anyone check out The Substance?
Oh my god.
Someone
Loved
watches.
it. It was great.
Have not seen it.
Yes.
Now, so it was, like I said on my, Instagram story, it did feel like a long Black Mirror episode, which a lot of new films are feeling a lot like that. And it's because they're not really going too deep into the world. It's staying very surface with the story, which is fine. So make your story an hour long or an hour and 10 minutes long. But the Substance was 2 hours and 15 minutes long.
Ooh.
But all we did was go back and forth between the two homegirls. But the effects were great. The tension building was great. The body fucking horror was just immaculate, just beautiful. And it just reminded me of a lot of other movies, like just so many movies, especially at the end where we just get this completely different thing. I thought of Malignant because Malignant just comes out of left field and turns into something completely different, you know? I loved that about it. It just got ridiculous and it made fun of itself hardcore toward the end, which I appreciated.
Unhinged. Totally.
Nice.
Yes.
Like I would love to hear a commentary track from Dice for that film. Like
I might. Well, I'm trying to do more like reactions or commentaries to full videos, mostly for my patrons, of course. But it's possible. I've got a list. It's a very long list.
What's up, Casey? We'll be starting the game here very soon. If you'd like to play and be added to the roster, throw some stardust into the chat, which is the sparkle emoji. I'll go ahead and throw that in there so you know what it looks like. And anybody else who is watching or listening, if you'd like to play, go ahead and throw your stardust into the chat and we'll get started here in about 3 minutes. We've got 2 players on the board already. Misty Job, I believe it's Job, and Patrick and Cheetah. All right, so just to remind you guys, we're going to do 2 rounds of trivia questions, 2 rounds of movie quotes, and then 2 rounds of posters. So each of us will have posters we'll present that'll be blurred, and you'll have to guess what the poster is. So for each question or for each category, one will be easy and one will be hard. So the easy questions will be worth 1 point and the hard questions will be worth 2 points. Yes. Go ahead and add Casey on there. How you doing, Casey? Welcome. And you know what? I'm gonna actually make the posters. So for the questions and quotes, first questions will be worth 1 point and the second one 2 points. But for the posters, we're going to do 2 points for the first poster and 4 points for the second poster, just to make it a little interesting.
A little slashy.
Yes.
No pressure.
All right, we got 1 more minute before we start. Has there been a movie that anybody has watched that they absolutely hated in the past month and will never touch again? Ever again? And if not, that's okay. I don't mind, not hating on a movie. But if you have one, let me know.
I reattempted Smile. Couldn't do it.
Okay, so tell me why you don't like Smile.
You know what? The acting is just atrocious in that film. Like I try not to, just to like take a dump on films, but just the acting was atrocious. The marketing I felt like was the best part of that movie. I feel like the themes, what the skeleton, of what made the movie was decent, but the execution was off for me. Like I think the prosthetic, the whole monster at the end or whatever, was pretty cool, but other than that, I was severely disappointed. Like people are telling me, check out Smile 2. It's significantly better, but I'm hearing mixed reviews right now, so I might just wait until it comes out on Paramount. I might just see Terrifier 3 again in the theaters because that was a great time.
That sounds like a better option.
When I saw that the trailer for Smile 2 was coming out, I was like, man, that looks really good. It looks like it might be a lot better than Smile. So I rewatched Smile, and I liked it when I saw it the first time in theaters, but the ending, for whatever reason, just threw me off, and it just left me feeling like, okay, I wasn't in love with it. I didn't hate it, but I was just like, whatever, even though a lot of people were loving it. I watched it a second time, hoping I'd like it more after the trailer came out for the second one, and I was like, I guess I like it better, but the same things that bothered me, which was just, I don't know, it just felt in a weird way too artificial. And for the acting, did you not like Sosie Bacon's acting too? Is she included in that? Okay.
Yeah.
And I thought she was just fine, but so the second one I saw yesterday actually, and it is better in some ways here and there. But I guess as far as logic goes, we can maybe throw that out the door if we want to keep on with this franchise, because we can just say, okay, the main character, they're the ones who are having the experience. So if something's different from the first or previous movies, it's okay because that's that person's experience. The lead actress in the second one was phenomenal. I think way better than Sosie Bacon, even though Sosie was good. But this new one was just great. And so the ending in the first one is what kind of deflated me. And then we basically got the same sort of ending in the second one. But it just leaves the door really wide open for that franchise, which is just definitely going to happen. So I don't want to say too much and spoil it, but we kind of get the same story. It's just a little bit updated, I think, for Gen Z, basically. So.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, just be believable for me, because that relationship in the first one wasn't believable. I'm like, this woman is, no shade,
her
but
fiance, right? Or
yeah,
husband?
she's
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
A
weird.
Train. Yeah, A Train was way too young for that woman.
I didn't realize that was A Train from The Boys,
Yeah.
right? What? I
Yeah.
didn't even realize that. Okay. Yeah, from the start, I just thought that, that's just not going to work. This is setting us up to have him fail, and it wasn't believable for sure. That's funny. Okay. Well, we are at 5:18, and we've got 3 players on the roster, so we'll go ahead and get started. And if you're watching and you haven't been added to the roster, just go ahead and throw your sparkles in there, or just give an answer to a question if you know the answer. So we'll start with Triv, and we'll start with your first easy trivia question. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and read it out, and whenever you're ready in the chat, throw in your answers.
All right. I believe this is the easy one. What Scream Queen appears in Return of the Living Dead?
Let's go. Who knows the answer?
I'm trying to replicate how she dances, but I am not equipped to be able to dance that well.
I don't think there's many who are equipped. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. It's the hat, right? It's the hat that makes it hard to dance.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So sorry. Patrick actually got it first. I saw it pop up when you wrote it, Casey, but
Right,
Patrick did get it first. Good job.
Nice job.
So that is 1 point for Patrick.
Sir, I bow my hat to you, or I doff my cap.
All right,
like tilting.
Tyrone.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your first trivia question?
All right, my first trivia question. In 2022's The Menu, what food item saved the main character's life?
Ooh, good question.
All the foodies everywhere went.
Oh, and I forgot to mention too about Linnea quickly. I just learned through a recording for a video that'll be available here in a few days that she was actually wearing a prosthetic piece, which it was really hard to tell whether she was or wasn't.
Some people know. We're not going to name names. Some people knew.
Yeah.
Only her makeup person knows for sure.
Well,
Yes,
Yes.
Patrick, you got it. Very good.
Woo!
Cheeseburger.
The Menu is definitely one of my favorites of the year. Food and horror, y'all.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes.
That
So
was
cheeky.
everything. Mm-hmm. Did you like that one, Dice, The Menu?
I have yet to see it.
Oh, okay. No
But
worries.
I
No
do
worries.
keep hearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Voldemort's in the kitchen. I'll check.
All right, Dice, what is your first easy trivia question?
Theoretically easy. We'll see. Every time I think it's easy, I don't know. What color is the hidden room in the basement of the Amityville house?
What?
I don't think it
color?
matters too much which one, but we'll just say the original, the 70s one.
Good to be specific.
Just
There
in
you
case.
go.
You know, one thing about Voldemort in the kitchen, it just got me thinking, how would he, it would be really hard to cook because he couldn't, I guess he did have a
He couldn't
nose.
smell.
Yeah, I mean, he could technically, I suppose he had a better sense of smell because he had, the whole snake thing going.
Maybe.
I don't know. But if he ran across a bad smell, it'd be really hard to plug his nose.
Ooh, gotta do a little pinch thing.
Yeah. Very, very petite pinch.
And we have an answer on the board. Red.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
That is
Yes.
correct. Okay, Patrick. He's over
Yes.
here trying to win today's game. Okay,
Win it
Patrick said,
all.
"Get out of my way."
Yeah,
Taking it all.
yeah, kicking of the butt and taking of the names.
Yes.
He's come here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and he's all out of bubblegum.
All right. So my first easy trivia question will be from the movie Misery. Paul Sheldon knocks over an ornamental animal while rushing back to his room. What is it? In the movie Misery, Paul Sheldon knocks over an ornamental animal while rushing back to his room. What is that ornamental animal that he knocks over? Yes, Mr. Bones. Welcome, welcome. Quick with it.
Okay.
I'll go ahead
Nice.
and add you to the roster.
It's a nice alliteration, a porcelain penguin.
Yes.
Yep. All right.
You could also have a porcelain pandolin. Is it the right? I think that's what it's called. Like the thing with the scales kind of looks like an avocado. Not an avocado. Artichoke. It kind of looks like an armored artichoke. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now.
We're using words I don't know.
Yes.
Hello, hello. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So that was the end of round one. We're already moving on to round two with our second trivia question. Let's go with your second question, Triv.
All right. What was the main business venture of the motel proprietors in the movie Motel Hell in 1980?
Okay. Let's read that one more time.
What was the main business venture of the motel proprietors in Motel Hell 1980? So they had the motel. They also had a main business as well.
Quick.
Not
What is it?
fritters.
Fritters.
Fritters are excellent, but not in this case.
Diner. Well, what did they serve, right? Is that, let's see.
No, so they
Yeah.
they've created something on property
Okay.
made out
Handmade,
of
if you will.
people that they picked up or that came to stay there.
This isn't the one that's kind of based off of, man, hold on. This the one that's like Ed Gein kind of inspired?
I don't know.
Let me see.
I got excited when fritters were mentioned. I thought it was fritters.
Yeah, this is the one.
The answer: fritters. No.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh God, did I screw it up? I don't
Nope.
think I did, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that's right. Yep.
Here we
Meats.
go.
it's like Soylent Green, only not.
All right, Patrick, that is 2 points. These questions are now going to be worth 2 points. So now, Patrick, you are at 5. And we've got Mr. Bones with 1 point. And we've got Misty Job and Casey at 0. But of course, it is still anybody's game.
Yes.
I need me an apple fritter right about now. That sounds
Ooh,
good.
yeah, it is a good time of year for that.
All right, let's go with Tyrone's second trivia question.
All right. In the 2022 horror classic Skidamarink, how did the kids fight off the evil entity?
One of your favorites of that
Yes.
year. I feel like you were like on the fence for a while, but then you're like, you know what? No, I love this movie. Is that right? Is that kind of how it went?
I couldn't let the peer pressure get to me. I was like, you know what? I love this damn movie, and I'm gonna be on that hill. I'm gonna be running up that hill forever, pretty much.
So you're the person.
I regret not catching that on the big screen. Like I just couldn't get to the theater to see it.
I watched it at home. I think through Shudder. Probably that's usually how it goes. You know, at night, alone, going.
Yes, definitely a
atmospheric
thinker.
thing.
Oh, absolutely. You have to. I mean, that's if you want to get into any really good horror movie, you have to set the mood.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just turn the volume up real loud. You won't regret it. It's okay.
Let's read the question one more time.
All right. So the question is, in the 2022 horror classic Skinamarink, how did the kids fight off the evil entity?
Any guesses? Any random guesses that could possibly be right, even if you didn't see the movie?
Random guesses are sometimes the best kind.
Yep.
Yes.
And if we don't get a correct answer here soon, we'll start giving out some clues.
There's a Furby.
Running up that hill like Katie Bush. All right, let's go ahead and read the question one more time, and then we'll give a clue.
All right. So, in the 2022 horror classic Skinamarink, how did the kids fight off the evil entity?
Oh, let's see. What did Patrick say? The lights in the parents' room. Nope. Let's give a clue.
All right. So the first clue is these are kids alone in a house with an evil entity, defenseless, pretty much. Completely defenseless.
Okay. I'm not sure if that was a clue, but all right.
Good luck, everybody.
Let's see. What could be a clue? I don't even know what your right answer is. I'm thinking it's B, but I don't even know if that's right. I'm pretty sure it was B.
Let me see. Oh no. C.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So hopeless. You can say hopeless.
Yes.
That's a hard question.
It is. It's sort of like a trick question. Now I regret that question.
I've made a mistake.
Oh, Ghostface voice box? Nope.
Interesting.
It wasn't the toys. Nope. Let's.
Is it the power of friendship?
Care Bears.
Yep.
No? No.
Maybe we turn this into a true false question. I'm trying to think of a way to frame this. I don't know. Let's see. Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. When all else fails, cheeseburger.
Is the answer Voldemort?
Think of the ending. If you've seen Skinamarink, think of the ending. Did they accomplish warding off the evil entity? Did they accomplish warding off that evil entity, and how did they, if they did? Okay, they didn't, so I don't really know. Yes, this is true.
They're both dead as hell.
They didn't. The answer is they died and they didn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that one to Patrick.
Yes.
Good job, Patrick. That was a trick question. All right. Motel Hell. Let me make that red. We already did that. All right. Now let's go to your second question, Dice. What you got?
Uh-huh. An interesting little underrated anthology, I think. Let's see. How many horror directors make a cameo in Body Bags 1993?
Ooh, good question.
And that's
Love
on
that
screen,
movie.
not behind the screen. On screen. Very important.
Very good. Very good. Let's go ahead and read it one more time.
How many horror directors make a cameo in Body Bags 1993?
I need to watch Body Bags.
It's a fun one. My dad actually had us watch that. I was kind of surprised, and I thought it was quite fun. Quite
Nice.
fun. Lots of fun faces that you see there.
Your dad's a big horror fan?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
No, not really. More fantasy, I think. I'm the horror person, but my mom likes Stephen King, so it's an interesting little.
Oh, nice. So both your parents kind of introduced you to the world a little bit.
A little bit.
Nice.
Okay. We have a guess here of 2.
Nope.
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 Another guess, anybody? That's close. Throw some numbers out there. Who's going to get the right one first? 2 is close.
Big money, no whammies.
5? Nope, not 5. That was closer. Kinda.
I almost got the answer wrong myself, but I went through and I went, oh, almost missed that.
There you go.
I'm sure it's like Sleepwalkers. Where there's, like there's more than you think, like if you go looking.
Yeah. Or if you were like me, and you didn't know some of the directors, then you're like, oh. oh, there they were. Oh.
Less than 5. Oh, Casey got it. Very good. On the
Good
board,
job, Casey.
with 2
Uh,
points.
Those
Yes.
would be John Carpenter himself, Toby Hooper, Wes Craven, Roger Corman, and I got that wrong. I need to take that back. I think it was actually 5 because I missed counting correctly.
Nice.
I'm sorry. It was John Carpenter, Toby Hooper, Wes Craven, Roger Corman, and Sam Raimi.
Well, I'll
Oh.
give it to both Casey and Patrick since they both said. Or I'm
So
sorry, who
sorry.
said 4 first? Casey. Yes. Okay. So Patrick. Wait, I'm sorry. Who said 5 first? Casey said both 5 and 4 first, so he gets it regardless. So never mind. No Patrick. Yes. Very good. All right.
See, that's why it's so important to stay in school so you know how to count.
All right. So my second trivia question, which will be worth 2 points. What is the name of the adult movie being shown in the cinema in American Werewolf in London?
Ooh.
So in American Werewolf in London, what adult movie is being shown in the cinema?
One of those classics for that particular subgenre,
Very
It's Boners and Stoners 7, isn't it?
close. Very close. This is another super hard one. You have to have some real hardcore fans for this one. The Devil in Miss Jones? No, not that
Literal
one.
meaning. Oh my god.
Not that one.
It's actually The Devil in Miss Jones 7.
Devil and Miss Jones 69. What?
The sequel.
I don't know.
To the
Ooh,
prequel.
Mr. Bones, very good. See you next Wednesday. Very nice.
Nice.
That is going to be 2 points for you. Mr. Bones got both of my questions so far.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Because
You
I
guys
would
are
have
on the
never
same.
guessed that.
Well,
So at
once
the
you
end-
notice like the little advertisements they have all over the place, you're like, okay, all right, yeah.
So at
What
the
is
end
this?
of round 2, Patrick, we have 7, and Casey 2 points, Mr. Bones 3 points, and Missy Job has yet to get on the board, but again, it is still anybody's game. As we move on into quotes, the first quote will be worth 1 point, second quote will be worth 2 points. So, Triv, what is your first movie quote?
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Sorry about that.
Not everybody can do this. We know it's okay.
Well, it helps not to swallow your own tongue, It's I was gonna save that for later, Serve it up with some liver or some fava beans and a nice Chianti. There we go.
And you don't have to say which character said it, but extra kudos to you if you can name the character who said the line.
Absolutely.
Let's hear the line one more time.
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Love it. Acting just all the way. Awesome.
When you have a face like this, you have to be able to act.
Oh shit. Okay, that's the character. What's the name of the movie, Patrick? Let's go. What's the name of the movie? You got it. You got it. I know you got it.
Woohoo! You can
Say
do
it.
it.
Say it. Say it. Say it. Hannibal Lecter, who has been talked about a lot lately in the news for some reason. Yes,
I wish it was in
Casey.
reference to that.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Patrick, but Casey did say the title of the movie first, so I'm gonna give him the point. Good job, Casey.
Good job, man. Woohoo!
What's the score thus far? So right now we have Patrick with 7, Casey with 2, Mr. Bones with 3. And so we still have 2, 3, 4 and so rounds to go, with lots of points to still be earned. So it's still anybody's game, Marty. So go ahead and jump on in if you'd like a chance to win this decor here, piece of decor for the from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Well, it's from Spirit Halloween, not from the movie, obviously, but it's in honor of the movie. You can put it on your wall. You could actually stand it up on a table. It actually just stands up straight if you'd like that.
Nice.
And yeah, so as soon as we're done here, not today, but tomorrow or this weekend sometime, I will hit up the post office and get that sent out. All
When I
right.
first saw that, I thought that's the biggest air freshener I've ever seen. That's not what. Oh, okay.
It does kind of look like that, yeah.
what would the smell be though? The fragrance?
Barbecue.
Do you think? Oh, I like it. I could do that.
Barbecue.
Ooh, yummy.
There you go. All right. So my first quote is going to be, let's see here. Hi, Lloyd. A little slow tonight, isn't it? Hi, Lloyd. A little slow tonight, isn't it?
Took everything I had to not just bust out in laughter following that.
Very good, Patrick. Very good. Yes, it is from The Shining when Jack is talking to Lloyd, the barman, at the bar. Very good. Patrick is killing it. He actually did really well on one of my trivias last year, too, and I believe he won. And I think he forfeited his prize to somebody else. If you win today, Patrick, you can't forfeit your prize today. You got to take
That's
it
right.
this time, okay?
Take it. Aggressive affection. You take it.
Yep.
And you like it.
And in theory, it probably could cut cat nails, and it can make julienne fries.
There you go. See?
Multi-purpose.
Yes.
Oh, you are over there in the UK. How well, you know,
Fair point.
I don't mind. I did keep it open to whomever as long as you are a subscriber. But yeah, either way, let me know. Yes, you better keep this one, Patrick, if you do win. Awesome. All right, let's move on to our second round of quotes. Triv, what is your? I'm sorry. We did your first.
We
one. Let's
didn't.
do
We
your
did, yeah,
second
we
one.
didn't do Dice or Tyrone though.
Sorry, how did I do that?
That's
Shoot,
okay.
Tyrone, what is your first quote?
All right. So my first quote is, "For God's sakes, what happened to her eyes?"
Oh shit! I love this movie so much.
Ireland, technically, but you know, we're American. It's the UK.
Let's do the quote one more time.
For God's sakes, what happened to her eyes?
I know somebody.
Bam.
Yes, Mr. Bones, he got it. I knew somebody was gonna know that one. All right, that's 1 point for you, Mr. Bones. All
Nicely
right,
done.
Dice. What is your first quote?
My first quote, which I probably use a little bit too much, even when it doesn't apply, but here we are. I am a turkey. Kill me. Very distinct. If you've seen the movie, it's very distinct. Come on now.
Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Why do you use this one in the real world?
Oh, I don't know. If it has a certain level of existentialism that I really vibe with, you know.
Very good. Addams Family Values. That's the second movie. So very good on getting that. Yes, very, very good. Mr. Bones, go ahead and mark that here.
Plus, I think it's just the delivery of, yes, I'm here, I'm in this situation. Fuck it. Why not?
Oh, shit.
It's good life philosophy. I like it.
Just go out with it. I don't know.
All right, so the second round of quotes will be worth 2 points. So, Triv, what is your 2-point quote?
There will be food and drinks and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited.
You did that
I've used
perfectly.
that one before.
Yeah, love that.
That was nice. I like
you.
that. Say it again.
You gotta channel it, you know. There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even some murders. You're all invited.
Yes, true classic. Who's gonna get
Wonderful
this
for this time of year.
2-point quote?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Mr. Bones.
Nicely
Right
done.
on Patrick's tail. All right, all right.
Mr. Bones, respect.
Yeah. One behind Patrick. Patrick, you better keep on up. That was very close. 13 ghosts. Don't let Mr. Bones pass you, though. Very, very close. All right. Tyrone, what is your second quote worth 2 points?
Ooh, second quote coming at ya. Go ahead and shoot. I'll come back. I always come back.
Excellent delivery. If I could
Yes.
clap, I would be
Thank
clapping.
you. Thank you.
Spirit clapping.
Oh, let's read it one more time.
Yes, yes. We'll spin it back. Go ahead and shoot. I'll come back. I always come back.
Very close, Casey. Very, very close.
It has vibe.
And oh yes, we got it, Mr. Bones,
Woo!
Bride of Chucky. Woo, Casey, you were so close.
It has the spirit.
Mr. Bones got both of Tyrone's quotes too. All right, that means
Nice.
Mr. Bones is one ahead of Patrick. All right, Patrick, the next one is yours. All right, Dice, what is your second quote?
I have been to many stakings. You have to know where to stand.
Mm. Go ahead and lick your teeth one time.
Gotta get it. Anyway.
All right, let's the quote one more time.
I have been to many stakings. You have to know where to stand.
It's good life advice.
Very much, yes. It gives me
Yes.
Very close, Patrick. Very close, but no cigar.
Or steak, either way.
Why not both?
Why not both? A cigar, steak. Dangerous, but interesting.
You gotta live
Do you-
dangerously.
Mm-hmm. How else are you gonna get adrenaline?
Absolutely.
Well,
Right to the heart. Needle right to the heart.
Do we want to give a clue? Do we have any guesses, or do we want to give an easy clue for this one?
I think Mr. Bones is actually perhaps tiptoeing, if not got it.
Not dead and loving it, although that sounds fun.
We'll be very specific. Let's see. An unconventional vampire film.
Unconventional vampire film. Oh, that is right. They got it.
Yeah.
There you
Dracula, dead and loving it. But
Yes. Okay. Very good, Mr. Bones. Yeah, I've
Leslie
not
Nielsen?
seen this one
Yes.
yet.
Leslie Nielsen as Dracula, because why not?
Yeah.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
Okay. Well, then, Mr. Bones also got both of Dice's quotes. Jesus. He got Evil's quotes, Dice's quotes, and my quotes, and one of Triv's quotes in case he got the other quote from Triv. That's amazing. And now, oh, and then my last quote. So here is my quote, worth 2 points. Let me double check something. 2. Okay. So, I just can't take no pleasure in killing. There's just some things you gotta do. Don't mean you have to like it. I just can't take no pleasure in killing. There's just some things you gotta do. Don't mean you gotta like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this movie actually has been talked about this evening, and it's at the top of most people's lists. It's an older film. I'll read it one more time. I just can't take no pleasure in killing. There's just some things you gotta do. Don't mean you gotta like it. And this is from a more fringe character, not from one of the main characters in this movie.
Still rather appreciated, shall we say, by a lot of people, I think.
Oh yeah. The quintessential character in a lot of horror movies and films. Not Terrifier 3. Yes, Texas Chainsaw
Yes.
Massacre. Shit,
Nice.
Mr. Bones. All right. Very good.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Now we are moving on to the posters. So for this, we'll do the first round, which will be worth 2 points. You'll see a blurry poster, and you'll try to guess what that poster is, and I'll put up the non-blurry poster. So we'll start with Triv's easier one, which will be worth 2 points. And yes, I did label that. I'll go ahead and throw it up here. Triv. Okay, there it goes. All right. So what is Triv's first movie poster? When did you first see this movie, Triv?
I saw it probably just a couple of years ago, and this is, yeah, Mr. Bones got it.
And this is what?
The Descent.
Oh no, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I saw it just a couple of years ago. I ran across the British version, and it had been on my radar for a while, and then went and saw the American version, and no, wait. There's multiple... Wait, yeah, no? Anyway. I thought there were multiple versions. I saw 2 versions, and I love both, so...
I don't think I knew there was
There's-
a British one, but I do love the American one. Now I'm confused too.
There is...
Everybody's
looking
going
at
to Letterboxd like...
No, so there was a British one that came out in 2005, directed by Neil Marshall, and then the American one came out after. So.
Okay. Yes, this is definitely one of my favorites. I love this movie.
And the poster, like, is just... It draws you in. It's such a cool
Yes.
poster.
So cool. Like, yes, we don't see this in the movie, but it doesn't matter. The women are in this tunnel and they're about to die, and that's what that represents.
Yes.
So good. All right. So let's go ahead then, and we're going to move on to Tyrone's first poster. Evil.
Plot twist, this is not for you to guess the posters. This is an eye test.
This is not blurry.
No, this is not. It's perfectly clear.
So when did you first see this movie, Tyrone?
A couple years ago, maybe like 2 years ago, actually, I saw it. Yes, Mr. Bones, bam. But I saw it because of someone in this chat's recommendation. I was perusing the YouTubes, and Dice's video came up on their review of the Rec franchise. So.
Oh.
Nice.
Dice definitely got me into the franchise, and I was surprised because at first I saw Quarantine, then I saw this, and then I, kicked myself for seeing Quarantine first, so.
I will say too, the sequels to Rec are pretty good too. Like
Yo.
they're all pretty solid.
Yes, Rec 2, Chef's Kiss.
Oh,
Chef's
yeah.
Kiss.
Very good. All right, let's go ahead and grab Dice's first movie.
Let's see how many fans there might be. They should be able to pick up on this very quickly.
All
Nice.
right. And so when did you first see this one?
At the age of 14, because my parents showed it to me. And I went, oh! Tim Curry and fishnets. Yep.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Specifically, the original, yes. We do have something of a television remake, but I like to think of it more as an homage. A tribute.
That is the best way to take that, I think.
Yeah. I mean, well, first of all, how are you going to do Rocky Horror Picture Show for TV? Good luck.
Yeah.
Very good, Mr. Bones. All right, let's go ahead and go to my first pick here. And this one has been a favorite of mine since I was at least 12 or 13. I just remember randomly watching it on TV. I don't know what station it was on, but I was just like, what is this? I love it. And just watch it at least, if not every year, every other year. I love it so much. And you are correct,
Yes.
Mr. Bones.
Another one my
Yes.
dad likes to have us watch, especially around Halloween. Technically speaking, the wraparound is set around Halloween. There's a jack-o'-lantern they have.
What's you guys' favorite story from this film?
Ooh.
Oh, it's so hard. I always try to pick, but I always go back and forth between all of them. But I do love the roaches, and I do love Gordy. Yeah, I guess I'll go with the roaches.
I like
That's-
the one with Leslie Nielsen, I think.
Yes.
I was gonna say that was my go-to too. That was the first time I saw him in a more villainous role. Like it was before
Yeah.
I'd seen Forbidden Planet or not villainous role, but something other than funny.
Yeah, something more serious, more
Yeah.
sinister, perhaps.
Yeah, like before, he did stuff like Poseidon Adventure and Forbidden Planet and all of the very dramatic roles, and then all of a sudden, Airplane came along and boom.
That's
Parodies.
that's my favorite one. I think I quote that one the most. Like, can you hold your breath, Richard? I can hold my breath for a long time.
Also, my name's not Richard.
That's not, to me, at least, it's also rather creepy because it entails all these things that I think would be horrific. These things that are dead, you know they're dead, but they're back.
Yes.
They're slowly coming for you. There's nothing you can do to stop them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, and fighting sand too. It's like
Okay.
there's no fighting that.
Yeah, being buried almost alive. Like,
Yeah.
There.
All right, we'll throw up Shriv's second movie.
Ooh.
This will be worth 4 whopping points. So it's still anybody's game. This is the second round of posters. So each of these correct answers will be worth 4 points. 4 points. So, when did you see this one, Shriv?
I fell down, and I'm not trying to give hints, but I realized the way this is blurred, people might have a really difficult time. I fell down a rabbit hole of what are they called? Anthologies.
Mhm.
And I ran across this series and really enjoyed a good chunk of. Yeah, Mr. Bones has because of
First
what
part?
it is. Yeah. Yep. You got the first
Do we-
part.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Go
almost
slow.
say because it's. I guess that's up to you, DeRay. How do you want to?
I'll give Mr. Bones 2 points, but if anybody else can figure out or tell me, which one, I'll give you the other 2 points.
That's incredible, Mr. Bones. Absolutely incredible.
It really incredible.
Yeah.
This Bones over
I'm
here with a
impressed.
sniper. Oh my god.
Like, all hail you. Like, hat is like completely doffed.
Listen, if I ever have trouble and I'm on a game show or something and things are really at stake, guess who I'm calling?
100%.
Oh.
Not VHS 2.
Nope. Do you want me to give a hint?
Sure.
It was. It had one of the stories within it is called Suicide Bid.
Don't say that again.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. I didn't even think about that.
And
Oh
YouTube
dear God,
said,
I'm so sorry. I didn't even think. Oh shit, I'm so sorry.
I can always
My
go back
yeah.
and delete it. It's fine. You're fine.
Oh God, I didn't even think. I am so
just hear
sorry.
a loud bleep.
Yeah.
Luckily, though, you can take chunks out of lives. So I haven't done it yet, but I know it's possible. But
Right.
I'll check that
You just
out.
got to go back to
I
the
didn't even
transcript
think.
and like change it to something really weird.
Yeah.
This wasn't going to even be monetized anyway, so I'm not really that worried about it. It's just
Still,
for fun,
I feel
just
bad.
For the people.
I am so. Oh God, I'm so
Donate
sorry.
now.
All right, Mr. Bones, I'm giving you 2 points right now, but I'm going to give y'all another chance to try to think of the other part of the title, VHS. There's a bunch right now.
One of the directors was Flying Lotus.
Yes.
Flying Lotus.
Yes.
That's a hell of a
They are
name,
neither
okay,
in real life. They are neither flying nor a lotus, though. Not many people know that.
Disappointing.
I know, but it's
Yes, Patrick with the other 2 points. 99 is correct.
Good
Very
job.
Good. All right.
Like kudos to both of you.
Yes. Yes. All right. And we're going to go to Tyrone's second poster.
All right.
Evil. Where's it at? Here we are. Evil. That's evil. Hold on.
All those jack-o'-lanterns are starting to look at me funny, and I'm not sure how to feel about that.
And they always, oh, look, it's so funny, It's like a mocking thing. I don't know. Maybe it's because we gutted them. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly. It's like, are you talking to me?
This one was probably the easier one, but oh well. Here it is.
Yeah.
I love this movie so freaking much. It's one of
Me
those ones where
too.
you just want to show to everybody.
Yes. 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 My mom, there was a bootleg guy at her job, and he would, just make these bootlegs back when they would split the movies into 2 discs on the DVDs. So she brought this home one day, and I checked it out and absolutely fell in love with it. So yes, Bones. Hot
And I gave it
tension.
to Patrick at first, but shoot, Bones beat you. I didn't see that right away. So I'm so sorry, Patrick.
Arm wrestle.
But yes, very good. Y'all like literally got that in at the same time. Very good, very good.
And slightly different versions of the title too.
Yeah,
So,
French version or spelling. Very good.
Yeah.
It could also be high fashion. You got hot tension as compared to
Yeah.
high tension.
Hot couture.
the parody version of.
All right. Now we're going to move on to Dice's second movie. One that I have not seen yet. This one is definitely now on my list.
It's fun. I think it's a fun one. It's ridiculous. I imagine you would probably like it. Another one my parents showed me. I don't know. You can see a theme.
Oh, I take that back. I did see this one.
Okay.
Never mind. I thought this was something different. No, I liked it. It's super fun. Yes.
And it's gaining popularity recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Got it. Dice. There it is. Yep. Killer clowns
Yes.
from outer space. Very good. 4 points for Mr. Bones. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, I'll give a tiny little trivia thing just because I think it's fascinating for some reason.
Please.
Grant Kramer, who is in this, he's the darker haired guy, but he appears in Willy's Wonderland as the owner. of
Really?
Willy's Wonderland.
That is really cool.
It's an interesting little crossover.
Let's see. Okay. Here is the last poster worth 4 points. This one is also fairly easy.
Everybody's typing really fast.
Yep. Yes. Just too quick with it. Can't help it.
I see Mr. Bones arrived today saying, "No prisoners."
YouTube really has to, or at least StreamYard needs to figure out how to let us upload JPEGs and do this way easier. Because right now I can only do PDFs or like PowerPoints, and it's not letting me share my screen for whatever reason. So I'm like looking at the screen, doing all this clicking around. I just feel like it just looks weird me doing this, as we're doing this. But anyways, hopefully they fix that. But yes, Evil Dead. Fun fact from Marty: the fact that they recycled the clown's mask from Killer Clowns from Outer Space for Ernest Scared Stupid trolls. Nice.
That is cool.
Or at the very least, the molds for them, and they kind of modified them because the Chiodo brothers worked on Ernest Scared Stupid. Yeah. So that's why the trolls look familiar.
Let me go ahead and make sure I marked this. Okay. Go ahead.
Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery.
Yeah. Or in this case, scarring children. Either way.
Also true.
And Mr. Bones has an explanation for himself. He says, "I can't help it. Physical media collective and seeing these arts for years. I understand that. Yes, yes." Well, just to read off these final points here, it's pretty staggering, but we have, let's see. We had Casey with 2. He came in a little bit late. Very good effort, Casey. Thank you for joining us this evening. We also had Patrick, who got 10 points. He got a whole lot of questions correct. Very nice, Patrick. And then, of course, we had Mr. Bones, who has a whopping 35 points.
Wow.
Congratulations, Mr. Bones. You have earned this piece of decor, Texas Chainsaw Massacre decor from Spirit Halloween. So on my socials or in my email, send me the address you'd like me to send that to, and I will actually be sending this and the prize from the last trivia game at the same time. I meant to send the last trivia prize days ago, but again, this month has been nuts. So both the prizes will be going at the same time. The first winner was John Grande from Grande's Graveyard, but he also forfeited his gift. So somebody tonight that has been involved in this live will be getting that first prize, and they don't even know it yet. So anybody who's been here or who was here earlier, in the evening or is here right now, keep an eye out in your mailbox for that first prize. And Mr. Bones, again, just be sure to hit me up on Instagram, my email, or any of my socials that you'll see in my description here, and make sure you send me the address to send that to. And before we wrap things up, let's just go around real quick and talk about what's going on our channels for the rest of this spooky season. We'll start with Triv.
So I do random obscure and straight up bad movie reviews throughout Spooky Month. I've been doing just kind of a random assortment of movies from the like classics as well as the 80s. Up next, I'm doing Arsenic and Old Lace. And then I'm ending out the month with Dead Alive / Brain Dead because it is a fantastically fun movie. So
Hell yeah. Awesome. What you got going on over there, Tyrone? I missed Lady Evil tonight. We definitely wish she was here this evening.
Oh yeah, Lady Evil. We're definitely doing more reviews and more discussions. For the after spooky season. Spooky season we take a little break, but we're definitely getting back to it after spooky season. You can check us out on Evil Live on YouTube, or at the Evil Tyrone on every social media, pretty much every social media. Yeah.
Perfect. Yes.
nice.
And all of their links for their YouTubes are down in the description right now, which if you follow, you'll find all of their social links as well. And what you got going on over there, Dice?
Oh, a mess. A whole mess as usual. I am delayed, unfortunately, this month, it would seem, despite my best efforts. But we're going to be trying to cover at least some portion of the rest of the Halloween franchise, which I had started last year. We'll see what we can do this year. Maybe it'll trickle into November, who knows. So that's my main focus, doing some catch-up. But tomorrow I'm going to be doing something that is horror-related, but it's not a review. I'm going to have Charles of Willis Greedia joining me. We're going to be doing a live tomorrow night, and we're going to be reacting, dissecting, kind of discussing a particular individual who has riled up the horror community primarily on TikTok with the, and I quote phrase, "If you love horror, there's something wrong with you." So we're going to be talking about that.
Yeah, I love your series, The Horror of Mental Health. You're kind of still doing that,
Oh, yeah.
Ongoing, right?
Yes. Wait, I need to do some catch up. I gotta put the episodes that have been done, which I think are a handful. I need to edit those for Spotify, and then, yeah, I'm gonna be getting more guests on. So we're doing a little catch up, but that is now gone. It'll be coming back.
Yeah, I love that concept of horror movies just kind of alleviating some of that stress for folks who struggle with mental disorders. They connect with it in a way that just helps them through it, which I love that segment talks about that.
It's quite a universal thing. It's very interesting to delve into, see the different perspectives.
Yes, yes, yes. And for the rest of the month for me on this channel, I've got a video coming up where me and my guests will be discussing 5 of our favorite shows and movies that we like to watch during Halloween, as well as a watch along on the 22nd, which is this Tuesday. We'll be watching Fried Berry on Shudder at 8 p.m. or actually 10 p.m. EST. And on the 31st, I'll be releasing my video with Reanimator where we talked about some of our favorite Shudder originals. So keep an eye out for that. And please, Stardust, go ahead and check out all of these creators' channels. Their content is so much fun, and their socials are also fun. So follow them on socials as well. And thank you all so much for being here, and can't wait to do this again with you guys very soon.
Thanks so much.
Yes. All right then, Stardust. Until next time. Peace. There we go.